Well, we're just now enjoying our first taste of true spring weather, but meteorologists at the Northern Rockies Coordination Center are already focused on the wildfire season.
Last season was near record-breaking, and the latest update for the upcoming fire season indicates we could see more of the same. Meteorologist Russ Thomas has more on what we can expect.
With cool and wet conditions throughout the winter and early spring, the Northern Rockies fire season is not a top-of-mind talking point. But as last year showed, fire season can come fast and furious. The long-term projection doesn't paint a pretty picture, but we are at a good starting point.
We do have our best snowpacks in the mountains since 1997. All that moisture is going to help keep our fire potential at average levels through May and June.
In fact, the sheer volume of snow in the higher elevations will likely delay the start of fire season, even if we do see a flash drought like we experienced in early July last year. The real guesswork begins with what happens after that.
We would expect at least above average fire potential to return the latter half of July, which would be a couple of weeks later than last year.
The cause of this is a transition from La Nina into what is called isoclimatic conditions, the same transition experienced in 2017. This would bring a better chance of warm and dry weather. Even if this scenario does play out, there is an X factor that could stave off another harsh year.
2013 was our second warmest summer in this area, and yet we had a relatively slow season just because we didn't have as much lightning.
It only takes a few summer lightning storms to wreak havoc. Avoiding those storms would be a huge benefit. Beyond the likelihood of a hot and dry early summer, long-range forecast models are projecting a shift from last summer.
This year it looks like we would keep those dry conditions longer through September and possibly even into October.
An abrupt and early into last year's smoky summer appears less likely in 2018. Ultimately, a later start to the season may not mean a shorter season. In Missoula, Russ Thomas, MTN News.
Predictive Service meteorologists provide an updated fire season outlook every month through June and more frequently as the season progresses.